Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts Taskmaster Tuesday. In Taskmaster Tuesday I take on a couple of other YouTube content creators. We try to see who can accomplish a particular mission, task, challenge, whatever you want to call it, to the best of their abilities. And today we have a two-parter. The first part is going to be using 5 torpedo boats, and I can use any year as long as I get torpedo boats and use the unlock all feature to get all sorts of weapons and all sorts of hulls from different ships, different nations. Don't think it's going to matter that much. Against 2 United States battleships. Starting range 7,000 meters, and I have 30 minutes of in-game time to deal as much damage to the 2 battleships as possible. Depending on how much damage I do, I will get a set number of displacement, which will be used in the second part. Depending on how much structural integrity the enemy battleships have left. That is the criteria for part 1. If it's between 1 and 10%, or let's say less, you get 100,000 tons of displacement. And if you have anywhere between 200 and 171 tons of structural integrity on the enemy ships, in case you're wondering how can they have 200, well, 2 battleships, 100% for each. In that case, you only get 17,000 tons. How that tonnage gets distributed, we shall see in the next part. So, let's start with designing a torpedo boat. Now, fortunately, I have some experience with these things from yesterday's video. As for the design, I can really... I really can't use that much. Wait. How the hell did I have torpedo boats of 800 tons in the different scenario? In the one that I did yesterday. How did that work? I mean, I have unlock all enabled, but that's weird. Okay, range is not important. We're going to go for some better engines. Bulkheads would be nice. What I'm really interested in is what my surface visibility is going to be. The minimum distance from which the ship becomes visible if observed from sea level and is affected by hull size and objects mounted on it. So the lower your tower is, the less visibility you have. My target signature blossoms by 11 points here, by 10.5 there, and by 10 there. That translates into a surface visibility of still 2650. So apparently that doesn't do too much. Okay, a funnel, target visibility plus 2.5, plus 3, plus 4. These are really small boats. Target signature 12.5. Increasing the size signature of the ship makes it more detectable and a bigger target. Now, since I'm rushing a couple of battleships, I'm mostly fearing casemates, because I'm not that scared of their ability to do damage sheerly with their guns. Not their main guns anyway, they might not even be able to track me. Let's go for 18-inch torpedo tubes. I still have a fairly healthy amount of displacement left. So let's see how many tubes I can throw on this boat. 4 tubes per side. That's pretty hefty. Now I am required to put guns on these boats, but they're not supposed, or rather they're not required to be on the bow. In this case, I'm going to put them on here. Or actually, is that handy? I have 30 minutes of in-game time to cross over 7 clicks and get to within 6.1 clicks. Oh, these are good torps. I can even reduce it to 4 and have torpedoes at 42 knots. No, okay, let's use 1 gun on there. Can I upgrade the speed, or is that too heavy? No way. Engine efficiency is probably going to be down the toilet. There we go, 15.4% efficiency. But these things are blisteringly quick for this era. 34.5 knots? Alright, I'll take it. Okay, this is the Pierre class torpedo boat. Very fast, and probably quite a match for most, if not all, of those battleships. Let's go. Alright. We can probably already see them. Oh crap, we're in front of them. Oh, that is not so good. They have 8 main barrels. But what they're lacking on the front, and this is critical for them, is any kind of secondary. They have 1 casemate here, and then 1 on the other side. But the rest of the casemates probably don't have a great firing arc. So, all that I would really need to do is turn. Really creative naming convention here. I don't believe I have been detected yet. That's going to be critical. Alright, I want every ship in this division to split up. You're going to turn that way, you're going to turn that way, but you're going to do it slowly. You're going to turn that way, you're also going to slow down. I want to just do a mass attack. You're also going to turn that way. I have 30 minutes of in-game time to make this happen. I have spotted them. Are they training their guns on me yet? No, those turrets are not moving. So they haven't seen me yet. That's good. I need you to slow down. Speeding up is probably going to be a challenge with an engine efficiency of 15%. But I just need these things to swarm. You're going to maintain 34 knots, if you can even get up to that. The T2... Oh shit, we've been detected. Increase the flank. We have been spotted at a range of 6.9 kilometers out. Our torpedo is only ranged to 4. And apparently, one of those casemates... No, more of those casemates are going to be a threat because they're turning. Okay, here goes the plan. All ahead flank. Charge in. No silly things about massing attacks. We're just going to have to charge right the hell in. Oh crap. Oh no! That's bad news for one of the speeder boats. The Pieter T1 looks to be sinking. Without having even fired a single shot. She's now a sitting duck. And that means easy targets for the battleship's casemates. She's on fire again. If she can just distract the enemy for a while. Look at that engine efficiency. Or not, sorry, not the engine efficiency, but look at the buoyancy go back up. 55, 57. Can we get 60? No, 2 compartments too heavily damaged. Identification almost complete. Complete. Standard amount of bulkheads. Torpedo blister. 2. Okay, anti-flood 1. Speed. 26 knots on a battleship from 1908. That is actually quite daunting because it means that the torpedo boats are going to have a pretty tricky time catching up. And I only have 7 minutes left of in-game time. Oh, sorry, not 7 minutes, 23 minutes. I have used 7 minutes. With a terrible engine efficiency, it's going to be really damn difficult to use zigzagging as an advantage. Because every turn that I make, I lose speed. Oh, no! No! That's expensive. I was using that. At this rate, I'm going to have a really, really tough second round. Because at this rate, I will not be able to do any kind of damage, and the structural integrity on those battleships is going to be intact. Which means I'll get a total displacement of 17,000 tons in total. That is pretty problematic. 3.8, but they're heading away. Oh no! Flooding. Yeah, you're toast. Jesus. This went a hell of a lot better in yesterday's vid. Yeah, you're done. Leaving with just 3 torpedo boats, 2 of which are functional, 1 of which is sort of operational. Speed, 27.3. Your chance to hit me... Your chance to pen me is 100. Yeah, I'll accept that. But your chance to hit me is 13%? That's scary. Come on! Torp already. There we go. Torpedoes are away from the T3. Leaving just the last full health ship alive. And the other one. The Vermont has detected the torpedoes. And with a turning circle of just... Oh no. 643. I should have gone with the longer range torps. This is suicide. Or I should have set the year to a different time frame. If I'd have set it to 1800 and something, these ships wouldn't be nearly as accurate. And with my torpedo detection pretty poor, I mean, the torpedoes get very, very easily detected. Yeah, that's it. GG. Oh no. Dump the torpedoes at least? It probably knows that the Vermont's going to be out of range by the time that the torpedoes get away. Oh shit. Oh no. Come on, just sink her already. Okay. No damage was done whatsoever. Not a single scrap of damage was done. That was terrible. Right, now comes part 2. Depending on how you did in the first part, chooses how much displacement you get for the second. You can use this displacement however you want. Okay. Your fleet, Italy, 1929. 1929. Starting range is 12,000 meters. And here we go. The enemy battle fleet is Japanese. From the year 1924. They have 1 battleship, 2 battle cruisers, 3 heavies, 4 lights, and 5 destroyers. And I have 17,000 tons to put on a warship. So that pretty much rules out a heavy cruiser, right? And even if I could use a heavy cruiser, I probably wouldn't. Because a heavy cruiser is just a sitting duck for a battleship at 12,000 meter range. I think a light cruiser is a much safer bet. Maybe even a destroyer. Just try to torpedo the whole group. This thing can get up to 10,200 tons. Modern light cruiser. Alright. How heavy can the destroyer and the heavy cruiser get? I mean, the destroyer is going to be what? 800 tons? Maybe a bit more. The heavy cruiser can go up to 18,000, of which I'm allowed 17. 17,000 tons. How would I build a heavy cruiser? Electric 21 inches. 108 ton per torpedo tube. Or per quad launcher. Per side. There is something to be said for this design. I'm starting at 12,000 meter range. These things have 12.7 kilometer range. With the electric torpedo propulsion. So I would do a torpedo attack. Run away. And do it again. That might work. That might work. The alternative is the light cruiser hull. This is the second heavy cruiser. Heavy cruiser 3. Jeez, you're a long boy. Look at the length of that thing. Good lord. The modern light cruiser. 8,400 tons. You know what? Screw it. We're going to go heavy cruiser. Despite my deliberations about how easy it is going to be to sink that ship, we're just going to go heavy cruiser. Because I'm thinking that a destroyer just does not have the firepower that I need. And a light cruiser is going to struggle quite a bit as well. So what I'm going to do is try and keep this thing alive as long as possible. Geared steam turbines, oil, forced boilers, maximum aux, maximum propeller shafts, best croup armor, some barbette armor, some anti-torpedo blisters, double hull, anti-flood, all of it, turtleback armor, considering my range, and reinforced bulkheads. Set up a main tower, preferably something small target signature, because I'm not relying on my guns at all. Yeah, that thing's way smaller. Secondary tower, 13, 2, 12, 7, 5. 5 is good enough. If I play this well, this thing is going to put the Kitakami to shame. 22 inch. Standard runners, 15. Electrics, 12.9. I'll take it. No particular reason that I put them on the circles there, but it just feels like they should be there. Centerline guns. I am facing 1 battleship, 2 battle cruisers, 3 heavy cruisers, 4 lights, and 5 destroyers. If my plan works, I torpedo the battleship. I torpedo the battle cruisers. I might be able to do a decent amount of torpedo damage against the heavy cruisers. That would leave destroyers and light cruisers to be sunk. Bring all the torpedoes that I can. So, sinking a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser and a DD calls for 7-inch guns. That should do it. Sonar would be lovely. How many torpedoes do I carry? 16 per launcher. I'm already putting 16 torpedoes in the water like this. Right, you know what? I might just limit their firing arc again by using a 2-incher. This way I can sort of dictate what these things will be able to fire at. And maybe at the same time the 2-inch guns can still prove to be effective against DDs. With some imagination. Maybe a lot of imagination. Let's put a funnel on this thing. Target signature 6. What's my engine efficiency? 82.2. I'll take that. That's good enough. Now the reason why I'm doing this, and I sort of already explained it, but I'm not sure if I did it properly, is to limit the firing arc of the torpedo tubes. I'm trying to do that so that I can send this set of torpedoes against one target, this set against another, this set against yet another, and this against yet another. If I don't do that, the entire salvo has the potential to try and hit one target, which is a huge waste of torpedoes. So that's why I have them set up like that. Whether this will work, this entire build, that remains to be seen. That's a good limiting arc as well. But seeing as I only have 17,000 tons, I'm going to have to come up with a really unorthodox design. And you're looking at it. I also want to have, you know what, I'm going to have intermittent triples and quadruples. So that some of them reload a little faster. Don't ever let Wargaming see this design, because they will ruin World of Warships even more than they're currently doing. They're just going to think, you know, that's a good idea for a ship. Let's build that. No, let's frickin' not. Okay. That's a decent amount of torpedoes. I think. I cannot put any of those things on, even if I wanted to. Rangefinder. More for shits and giggles than anything else. The rest of it's going to dump into speed. Because armor is just going to make me more likely to die. Because the fuses will have more of a ship to arm on. 38.5, that's where we're going to top out. I have quite a few of these 2-inch guns. Let's see, what's the total armament of this ship? 6 7-inch guns. 26 2-inch guns. 40 torpedo tubes in groups of 4. And another 20 torpedo tubes, 24 torpedo tubes in groups of 3. So, that is 20 tubes per side of the 4s and another 12. That's 32 torpedo tubes per side. After weight offset is 10%. Well, so be it. So be it. Alright. The ship is called the Fernando II. Well, Fernando, here we go. Let's see what the AI threw together. Stop! Stop, 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 stop. DD, ranging 9.2 kilometers. My secondaries range out to 5.1. That is unfortunate. You, sir. You look like a really intimidating warship. And unfortunately for me, you're not yet in torpedo range, but you will be soon. The ship carries 162 torpedoes for just the quadruple turrets or quadruple launchers alone. I am traveling at 30 knots, and I'll soon be increasing that to 38. Although my engine efficiency has probably tanked a bit. Now, the winner of this scenario, the fastest time to sink them all. Yes. About that. I have to sink so many ships. I'm looking at 15 ships, and I'm taking them on with 1 heavy cruiser. Torpedoes are going to be my best friend. But there's probably also quite a few salvos already coming my way. Yep. Trust me, these ships are not too eager to see me. Start dumping torpedoes into the water. 1 set of 3s out. See, this, exactly this, is why I set up all those secondaries, all those 2-inchers. Just to limit fields of fire. And now we're going to find that the ship gets ammo wrecked in the first 2 minutes. There we go. Another shoal of torpedoes gets sent underway. Maximum port turn. Is that all the launchers? It's pretty hard to see. But I think it will be most, if not all of them. And hopefully these will disperse a little bit, sending potentially more than 1 ship to the bottom, or at least making it difficult to evade. Alright, Fernando, it is time to turn away. I can already see the other guys linked down below, by the way, having completed this scenario with a lot more displacement sunk, or displacement damaged in the first part. Meaning that they're going to have all sorts of fun battleships to build. But hey, I have the Fernando. It's probably the most stupid design I've tried lately. I mean, this... Why? Just... Yeah. I'm not even sure how to take a screenshot of this thing for the thumbnail. Because it's such a curious design that I don't really know where to begin. I mean, normally it's just pretty straightforward. You see the major part of the firepower of a ship and you go, yes, that's what I want captured. That's what I want to show. with the Fernando, it doesn't really... it doesn't really make sense. Now, I've already taken a scratch of damage, but fortunately nothing serious. Speed, 27.4. I lost some speed in the turn. The torpedoes that you can see here are electrics. Meaning they have a torpedo visibility debuff of 70%. And that means that most of these ships are going to have a really hard time spotting them. Unless they have a good sonar system. But I'm not sure if they were equipped with that. Now let's see what we're going to hit here. A destroyer. And this is probably a light cruiser. The torpedoes are only 1800 meters out. But they haven't seen them yet. Keep running. Keep running. Keep running, keep running, keep running. They still haven't seen them yet. Range, 1300 meters in closing fast. Fast? Relatively fast, 37 knots. Come on, now something, the light cruiser, has detected the torps. If she turns to port, she risks running into this one. And she is turning to port. The DD is probably going to be all sorts of shitless about which way to turn. And I hope that she immediately gets blown up. Yep, she turns the wrong way and turns into the torps. The DD? No way. No! Holy shit, he's a good maneuvering. Okay, that's one light cruiser dead. That was fantastic maneuvering by the torpedo boat. So, the destroyer. Okay, so I have sunk one of the warships. 14 more to go. If this cruiser continues with its terrible turn, that might be the second ship that I sink. That would be great. I just don't know if the torpedoes are going to run long enough. There's also another set of set of destroyers which might run into trouble. Yeah, I don't think that this guy is going to survive all right. Because these are 22-inch torpedoes. These guys are fine. No way. Don't do this to me. Oh shit, I got hit bad. 16-inch shell right through the middle of the deck. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, you don't know where to turn. That's exactly right. You don't know where to turn, but... That's a frickin' destroyer. What did I sink here? I don't know. It doesn't matter what I sunk, as long as it's gone. Yeah, that'll do it. 5,500, almost 10,000 damage. I need to get rid of this water. And I need to get my engine back online. So, 2 ships are down. 13 more to go. We have identified the DD. This is the Kiku. Hydro 3. Yeah, but can you use that against this many destroyers? Or this many torpedoes, I wonder. I just sent the port side. Screw it. Dump it. What's your torpedo range? 9.3. So you're definitely in torpedo range, huh? My accuracy is probably terrible. 0.4%. Speed has dropped to 24 knots. At least that engine's back online. That helps. No identification yet on the rest of the fleet. All I can see is the destroyers. Range 14 out of my 12-kilometer range torpedoes. Almost 13. This is so tricky. The Fernando just launched a fucking large set of her port side. Might be enough to sink that destroyer before she becomes a threat. Alright, new plan. Starboard set. Light cruiser Sendai. Hydro 3 as well. I just hope that the Kiku doesn't maneuver too much. Just maintain course. Maintain your plan. And let me torp the rest of your fleet out of existence. Kiku just launched her torpedoes. Fortunately, the Fernando was maneuvering. I don't expect too much of a problem with those. Some of the torpedoes have been launched at the light cruiser. Good enough. Reload. I'm just not too optimistic about my chances of hitting the Kiku. Not with main gunfire anyway, but with the secondaries, maybe. Just because of the sheer volume of them. The torpedoes? Probably not. No. Now the torpedoes aimed at the Sendai are going to have to travel, what is it, 8 clicks? And then another 5 of remaining distance, if you will. No, the rest of the ships aren't in range. Crap. There's the Kiku. Perfectly healthy, perfectly fine. Oh, not so much now. She just got hit by one of the 2-inch guns. And again, by the 7-inch. Maybe I can sink this ship with conventional means. As opposed to the rather unconventional weapon system that the rest of the Fernando is equipped with. Not that my lineup of 2-inch guns is normal. That gunfire is getting a bit too accurate here. Structural down to 77. Come on, come on, come on. Ooh, I thought that was going to hit. Now, I'm not going for time for this particular Taskmaster Tuesday challenge because I don't believe that I'll make the time. I don't believe that I'll be able to sink everything. I just don't think that I have the firepower for that. But I'll be... Whoa! I don't think I have the firepower to sink all of it, but I'll definitely bloody their noses a bit. And the Tenryu battle cruiser had a bit of a run-in with a torpedo. And that bit of a run-in was 4 torpedoes that caused an ammo detonation on the Tenryu. So that's one of their 2 battle cruisers dead. Impressive. She's 24 kilometers out? So you're saying that my torpedoes run way longer than I had expected? Fascinating. That means that these torps could pose a threat to the Hiryu. No way. That'd be the comeback of the century. Come on, Kiku. Just take a bit more 2-inch fire. Minimum bulkheads. You can choose. You can burn or you can sink. But preferably do either of the 2 before you reload your torpedoes. Ideally. I'm tempted to look at what the torpedoes are doing, but I think it's more valuable that I try and keep my own ship alive. The Okinami is approaching 4-kilometer range, which means that she too is quite vulnerable for my 2-inch guns. Or to my 2-inch guns, rather. She hasn't launched her set yet. Good lord, that's a lot of torpedoes. She needs to go. Ideally, very soon. Because if she gets a shot off on the Fernando, I'm going to be forced to dodge, and with that, lose a lot of speed. Now, torpedoes here. They're actually looking pretty decent on track towards the Hiryu. Few bulkheads, large turning circle. Hydrophone 3. I wonder if that's going to save her. It might not. Kiku, now flooding. And the Okanami happens to be right behind the Kiku and starts to take damage as well. Come on. Sink it, sink it, sink it. Anti-flood. 3. AKA really motivated sailors with buckets. Come on. Flood. Engine damage. Fire. I'll take it. More, please. Are you inside of a smoke screen? Yes, you are. You're both inside of a smoke screen. It's because the AI always pops their smoke screen the second that they can. Checking in on the torps. No way. I was aiming down the sights to hit a light cruiser. And I might actually end up hitting a battleship. And judging by the size of those torpedoes that I have... Oh shit. There's a really good chance that I'll not just do damage against that battleship, but actually completely flood her out. Kiku is still very much in trouble. But the Okanami just sent out torpedoes against me. Status, hear you. Oh yes, it's going to happen. She might get hit by all 3? Anti-torp? 1. Oh, you are so screwed. You are so screwed. 2 torps. 1 bow, 1 amidships. I wasn't even trying to hit her. This is such a huge bonus. There is the torpedo salvo from the Okanami. And this is exactly why I put that hydrophone station on. I want to see/hear those torpedoes way before they come in. Hear you, buoyancy. 75%. No way. I've already very luckily sunk a battlecruiser. Just by throwing a load of torpedoes at them. And judging by how this is going to go, if their battleship is dead, and it will be, then I'm only facing 1 battle cruiser and a couple of heavy cruisers. Not necessarily an easy feat. Oh, yeah, there she goes. Oh, shit. There she goes. Fantastic. Wow. Increased torps? Increased torps. She had 49 torpedoes still lying around. Fujinami. I'm not very interested to tango with these destroyers too much, but I fear getting torpedoed. And they are one of the few ships that I can actually sink using my 2-inch guns. The Congo battlecruiser is still 23 clicks out. Heavy cruisers, standard complement of bulkheads, a pretty shit turning circle, an Hydro 1. Anti-torp 3. Interesting. Oh, that's not part of the plan, buddy. I'm itching to launch torpedoes at these ships, but I'm not gonna. I feel like I need those torpedoes in order to do damage against the heavier ships. Because I don't have the numbers. I'm 1 ship against, by my count, currently 12. No, actually 11. I sunk 2 destroyers, or 1 destroyer, a light cruiser, a battle cruiser, and a battleship. I don't have the numbers, but I do have the numbers in torpedo launchers. And with the battleship dead and the battle cruiser definitely far off, there might be hope yet. Because the Fernando is only getting targeted by the destroyers. So the rest of the ships currently are struggling to do damage against my ship. If they can do so at all. These 5-inch guns are in range. These guys have 7-inch guns. Come on. Fujinami is starting to flood. Target Fujinami, please. All guns. Need to sink her before she reloads those torpedoes. I had no idea if this design was going to work, but so far it has not proven disappointing at all. I'm very impressed with what the Fernando is doing. More flooding. Come on. Sunk. Beautiful. Next target, the Nihoni. Oh, sorry, Ninohi. This time around, I'm starting to take some engine damage. And more importantly, that ship is almost ready with her torpedo tubes. Very dangerous for me. Oh, and the Kiku just sent out a salvo. But again, I am already turning. Target Kiku. Because she's slow and she's already flooded. We can hit her a bit more. We might just push her down the edge. At the same time, evade the torpedoes and keep a very close eye on what the Ninohi is doing. Secondaries on this ship. Steady as she goes. There is a light cruiser also pushing in with another destroyer, the Hayanami. How am I going to try and evade that salvo from the Ninohi? Because she is just about ready. There she goes, there she goes, there she goes. She just sent the torps. Full starboard turn. The real risk, however, is that I'm going to run into the salvo which was launched by the Kiku. And that I currently cannot really track. There they are. Okay. Now, you might be shouting at the screen, launch the damn torpedoes. Yeah, but these are destroyers that have a really good turning circle and a really good hydro. I might have electric torps, but they will see them coming. Oh, the damn Okanami also sent out torpedoes. Yep, there they are. Nasty piece of work. We're damaging another destroyer. Kiku is flooding. Come on, you can do this. Oh. Nico Shirane. That's a heavy cruiser. That's a valid target for my torpedoes. Start dumping some of the sets. Beautiful. That should keep the heavy cruiser busy for a while. Unfortunately, there's nothing deep. There's nothing behind her in the distance. I still have 111 torpedoes left. Kiku is down. Next target, Okanami. She doesn't have torpedoes ready. She's operating at a range of 2.7. 2-inch guns, get to work. The 2-inch guns have done more damage than the 7-inch guns. 2-inch single barrels. And then Nohi is already getting reloaded. Oh shit. Congo is starting to get involved. Okanami, starting to flood. Come on. Come on. Stop hiding behind the skirts of the Ninohi. Sink. Is that heavy cruiser getting any wiser yet? Where's my salvo? Where are the fish that launched by the Fernando? What? Did she spot them? Not according to the log, she didn't. But I have no idea where they went either. Oh, here. Here they are. Yeah, that doesn't look like anything. Oh, damn it. Motivated sailors. They have pumped out almost all the water. Steady as she goes. We need to get some distance from this Nanohi. Because she's about ready with another salvo. Whoa! Congo. Do you mind? With your 16-inch guns. She doesn't send out too big of a salvo. And her accuracy is pretty dreadful. But she only needs to get lucky once or twice to hit my engines. And once she has done that, I'm becoming much, much easier of a target. Speaking of targets, Nanohi just launched her sets. Again. So once again, the Fernando dances around. And another set of torpedoes sails by harmlessly. For now. And at the same time, the Hayanami decided to pitch in for the team as well. Also, sending a set. Or several, in fact. Nanohi, the game is up. You're 2 clicks out. The 2-inch guns are getting very accurate now. 15%, 17%, 20%. Flooding on the Nanohi at a range of 1200 meters. And these things have minimum bulkheads. 60%. 70%. Nanohi sinks. Well done. Job done. Switching target to the Okanami. 2 damaged engines, 1 flooded compartment. Finish her. I'm not sure if I have... I think most of the torpedoes are ready. Yep, Fernando just sent a nice bouquet of gifts for the Nikoshirane. With any luck, they fan out enough to also pose a threat to the Ashigara. But I'm not too optimistic. They only have 3 heavy cruisers, but they're all here. I don't like that one bit. Yanami's getting reloaded, and the Sendai and Kashi could still pose a threat. Although their torpedoes are very limited in range, but they're fast. So those are ones that I really do not want to skirmish with. Oh crap, the heavy cruisers are turning around again. Yep. Not that anyone saw the torpedoes, they're just randomly turning out of the way. You know what? I'm going to try and hunt the Congo. What's your chance to pen me with those guns of yours? 7-inch guns? Go on then. Tell me. Mikuma? 8%? I didn't put on that much armor. 27% chance to pen you? Alright. That's better. Okanami's still sailing around with 2 damaged engines. Probably at very low speed. Who's closer? 7-9? 7-0. It's just my chance to hit's piss poor. Ceasefire on the mains. Let the secondaries do their work. Range, 13-2. Almost in range of the Congo. Come on, buddy. Come on. What's your reload? 67 seconds. Don't get hit. Not that you have any bearing on that once the shells are in the air, but one can hope. Save. Only launch when you have a decent firing solution. I'm going to very slowly turn so as to try and maximize the amount of torpedoes that I can get on target. Oof. Oh shit. I should set the Congo as a target then. Torpedo launchers port side. Prepare for action. Need to be angled in more. Range 10-9. Come on. You're in range. Work it. 10 clicks out from the heavy cruisers. Work that ship. Incoming salvo. Turning. Evaded. Okay. 10 clicks out. Speed? 33 knots on the Congo. Fast ship. The DD is once again skirting with death as she is almost in the secondary range. Oh no. Oh shit, I saw that guy just come in. Torpid. Now. I don't care what your chance to hit is, I just need you to send that salvo out. If you try turning your torpedo launchers on and off again. Look at the damage that the ship has put out, right? 29,000 versus 1,200 damage taken. I consider that exceptionally impressive for a heavy cruiser. It is not at all what I was expecting. New target, heavy cruiser Nico Shirane once again. Normal solution. There we go. Set starboard, sorry, set port away. Now give me the starboard set on the Congo. Before she butchers you, and she will, when given the opportunity. She still has plenty of shells left. I'm starting to run relatively low on torpedoes for the triples. Ceasefire on the torpedoes. Target the light cruiser, main gun. Secondaries on the destroyer. Oh, I'm getting boxed in. I got the lights on this side. I got the battle cruiser on that side. I got a DD and a bunch of cruisers at my aft. Shit. And it's not like these guys are going to run out of ammo anytime soon, because they still have 1,500 shells. So they don't really care about my shenanigans too much. It's not like I can keep dancing around and hope that eventually they run out of ammo. Same thing can be said for the battlecruiser. Almost 800 shells. Now at least, hopefully the Nico Shirane is going to get torped. Oh shit, these light cruisers had fast torps, right? And I happen to be in range. Yeah, they just torped. Full starboard turn. Oh, don't hit me. I think the port torpedo tubes are still reloading from that salvo that's sent towards the heavy cruisers. Which might be arriving right now. 2 hits on the Nico Shirane. That was some serious structural damage, but not enough to kill her. Although the flooding seems pretty serious. Starboard set. Target. Second heavy cruiser. Ashigara. Torpedo when ready. Do I still have sets on the starboard side? Oh yeah, plenty. Some of them got a bit beaten up. Most of them seem ready enough. Sendai barely took a scratch. Oh, Nico Shirane could flood. If I get lucky. Oh, speaking of, I need to keep a really close eye on what this guy is doing. Because that DD is out for blood. With a full set of torpedoes. Again. Shit. She cancelled out her flooding and she's surviving. Oh man. Crap. Hayanami just sent out her torps. Here we go again. Full port rudder. Starboard sets currently out against... the heavies? I'm really low on torpedoes now. Okay, I'm gonna have to sink the Hayanami using secondaries only. Couldn't you just sink? Come on, buddy. I have a lot of torpedoes, but at some point they do run out. Now the Hayanami has done her delivery. She's now trying to get away. That is amusing, but not going to happen. Your speed is 39 knots. Mine's only 34, but if I can keep you in range for long enough, I can do some damage. As long as those secondaries have a bit of a firing arc to work with. That torpedo set, where the hell did that go? Here. Was I fishing for light cruisers or something? Okay, Nami still has 1 torpedo left. Range to the battlecruiser, 12 and a bit. Roger that. Secondaries are trying to hit the DD, but my firing arc is terrible. I'm just trying to make myself as much of a... just a wild card of a ship to hit. She's constantly turning, port, starboard, port again, hoping to dodge torpedo after torpedo after torpedo. And so far it seems to be working. Hayanami, by my count, has enough to do 1 more salvo. Continue the turn. Wait, what are we shooting at? We're still trying to hit a light cruiser 12 kilometers away. Yeah, I don't think so. Put the guns on that one, and the torps on that. Secondaries on this one. Once the Hayanami is out of torpedo, she's effectively no longer a threat. So I could sort of ignore her. Yeah, here's the torpedo salvo. Okay. A large salvo again from the Fernando, this time aimed at the heavy cruisers. Ashigara and maybe Mikuma, depending on how aggressive they maneuver. I have 1 torpedo on a triple launcher. That's not a lot. Ashigara also comes with torpedoes at a range of 6-1 and more 6-1. Okay, girl. You just need to get hit by a bunch of torps. That's all that I need from that heavy cruiser. And meanwhile, we're going to have to try and turn towards the DD to just get another kill. Not hoping for much, not expecting much, but I just want another kill. Heavy cruisers still have tons and tons and tons of ammo left. At least their pen chance is terrible. 27 and dropping. Hey guys. If you look out your starboard side, you're going to see that there might be trouble ahead. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, you're gonna get fucked by torpedoes. No, that's not quite how that song went, but I like this version better. There goes the Ashigara. Oh, Konami just sent out her last torpedo. For all of you still watching after a whole hour of Taskmaster, and that is unusual for Taskmasters, congratulations. Thank you for sticking it out. I was expecting for this to be actually a pretty quick video. Considering how poorly that first round went, I thought, you know what, this is going to be done in well, 20-30 minutes or something. But as it happens, the Fernando is pretty much single-handedly demolishing the whole fleet. If I was the Japanese shipbuilders, I would probably start negotiating a refund on these ships, or start hiring Italian shipbuilders to build a few more of these Fernando II class. Nico Shirane heavily damaged. Mikuma has even stopped firing altogether. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. That was another gift from the Hayanami. Jeez, I almost ran into that as I was looking what the rest of the fleet was doing. Screw off. Torpedo boat. I'll show you what a torpedo boat is. This thing has already done 36,000 points of damage, which is more than some battleships deal in scenarios that I play. Fight me. Fight me. 77% structural. I want floodings. Slow down. Just roll over and sink. 40%. Buoyancy still holding. 37. She still has one torpedo left. I need to sink her now. If she gets that torpedo away, I'm going to have a problem. 30% buoyancy. That's the last of the surviving destroyers. Come on. Come on. Bit more. Flooded. Completely flooded. Now we have the heavy cruiser Mikuma coming after us. I'm not sure what my chances are of just doing damage to this ship sheerly with guns. And she'll probably try and torp me. That's my risk. She'll try and torp me. I can torp in return, but when I do that, I lose a lot of torpedoes. And I can really only spare 2 or 3 for that ship. Ceasefire on the main guns. Secondaries are okay. How quickly do you reload? 450 seconds and 150 seconds. Okay. Fight me. Fight me. Launch your torpedoes. I'm going to turn bow in. You cannot pen me very well. Ricochet chance is too high. If I do get penned here, I'm going to have a very good chance of losing a lot of health. But I want to get closer. I want to land torpedoes pretty much only with the bow launchers. So only the tubes that I have over there. Which should be one of the few ones that can actually launch. There she goes. She just launched. Range 3.9. 3.8. 3.7. 3.6. There's the torpedo. 3.3. Chance to pen, 47%. Chance to pen me, 31. Have at it. Dinged off a bit more. How much has she been tried to hit? They tried to shell her 6,400 times? Good lord. .1. That torpedo is about to get ready again. I need to sink her now. Because that single torpedo tube could be a problem. Especially with how fast they are. These are fast fish at 57 knots. But I'm going to have to keep a really close eye on how many torpedoes the Fernando launches. She just launched. 1 triple set. The problem is the Mikuma might be turning too much. Not too many, not too many, not too many, not too many. 1 set. 1 set of 4. She just launched her torpedo. Maximum turn. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ceasefire. She might run into the torps. Oh shit, I cannot make this turn. I'm gonna take a torpedo here. I cannot make this turn. What do you launch? How big? 19 inch. That's bad news. She did detect the torpedo. Come on! Oof. Yeah, you're gonna take at least 2 and potentially 3. Now would be a good time to open up with the guns. Good damage. That's 80% structural gone. I'm still flooding. Use all the guns on this ship. Makuma is toast. Oh shit. And I only have 18 torpedoes left. The Congo is still trying to shell me from 12.5 kilometers away. If she had pushed in, I would have had a much, much bigger threat. Come on, kill that flooding. Pump the water back out. We have more ships to kill. This thing is frickin' Rambo, this ship. Can we get maybe one set on the ports? Insofar as I still have launchers on the port side. I want to try and hit the Nico Shirana because I think she's dead in the water. Serious flooding. One engine out. Come on, come on, come on. You can do better than this. I don't think I've ever micromanaged my torpedoes this much. Come on, come on, come on. Why are my port torpedo launchers not sending? Are they all dead? No, they're not. Whoa! No, 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 no! No, 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 no. I just sent a ton of torpedoes to that ship. I only have 2 of them left. The Kashi and the Sendai are still sending some gifts my way. Hard to port. Guns on the Sendai. You're free to fire, but only once you have a good solution. Now, technically I only need 1 torpedo to do enough damage to sink a battlecruiser, as we have seen. But the trick is going to be to land 1 torpedo. I'm not sure I can pull that off. At least this heavy cruiser is going to have a real problem on its hands. Yeah. Okay, so the score so far is 5 destroyers sunk, 2 heavy cruisers, 1 battleship and 1 battle cruiser. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 ships. Yeah, confirmed. They still have 4 remaining. We're still on track. Fernando, what's going on with your main guns? You're still trying to target the light cruiser. Understood. Yo! You done yet? Yeah, you're about to be. Unfortunately, no sight of the Congo behind you. Nico Shirana has detected the torpedoes. Oh, you don't say. Wah, wah. Too little, too late. No! Fuck's sake, I thought she was going to dodge over everything there. That would have been a real heartbreaker. Whoa! Would you know anything about that, Kashi? You sneaky little cruiser. Oh shit, there's another salvo. Whoa! That came in from the heavy. Guns on target, light cruiser, Kashi. Keep a bit of distance because I think she's up to no good. Oh shit, speaking of, there's another salvo. This time around from the other light cruiser, from the Sendai. Still here. Structural 43, buoyancy 79, 1 damaged engine. I cannot make full speed, but I can still damage you. Oh no! I thought I was going to dodge that one. No. That was some serious damage, and there's so much flooding going in. Oh no. Poor Fernando. This ship fought spectacularly. This is one of the best ships that I've had. Just in the sense of sheer damage output and the odds that she was facing. This is the heavy cruiser that could. Despite all odds, she was able to sink 12 out of 15 ships with only a minor tech advantage and a ship that's not even maxed out on displacement at 17,000 tons. And because I got hit by that one torpedo from the Kashi, that killed me. Fernando 2 sinks. Oh. Well, I knew she was going to die eventually. I just hoped that it would be a bit later. What a ride. What a ride. If you're still here, thank you for watching. This has been a hell of a fun video. Or at least, I hope so. A hell of a battle. The Fernando 2 fought with everything she had. Was able to take down quite a few units. And she really gave the Japanese a run for their money. No doubt the other Taskmaster guys have done better. Links down below in the description to their vids. Keep an eye on them. Have a look at what they did. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they actually got the displacement to go with a large battleship. I'd probably complete the challenge in half the time, if not less. So, check them out. Links down below in the description. Thank you for watching. Let's salute the Fernando 2. Hell of a ship. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon.